Hi there, and welcome back to Sewing with Intention. You've already seen us take out the seating surfaces from the saloon so we could take them back to our condo and reupholster them. In the previous episodes in this mini-series, we've shown you how we recovered the upholstery, and before that, we showed you how we constructed a French seam to recover the upholstery. And yes, the order of these videos doesn't really follow a linear cause and effect model of time. Would it help if we let you know that we're big fans of Doctor Who? Anyway, our 30-year-old boat had 30-year-old upholstery, unsurprisingly. And while it was clean and in pretty good repair, it was faded, and we thought the design was just a little dated. The crushed velour corduroy fabric was a nice color and design, but it was, well, crushed velour corduroy. And then there was the thick decorative piping that really didn't match our tastes. It all needed to be torn out, and in this video, we're going to show you how we did that.
Okay.
As you can tell, we're not on intention today. We're in our other living space, our condo. And we've brought these cushions to the condo to reupholster. These are the tools that I'm going to use to deconstruct the upholstery. One is just a small straight-bladed screwdriver to get under the staples underneath. The other is pliers to pull the staples out. And for the really stubborn staples that I can't get the screwdriver underneath, I have a little putty knife that I can get the edge under. So to show you the way these are constructed, I'm just going to turn this over. And you can see there's this dust cover fabric here. And then there's the piping that we're getting rid of, and then the material itself. To deconstruct, I'm going to start here with this staple and work this screwdriver underneath, get most of the staple out, take this plier, and there we go. That's one staple down and about 300 left to go. At this point, I'm just going to switch to a time lapse that shows me deconstructing the rest of this cushion. And we'll go into more detail about what we're doing after that. I've edited out some parts of the time lapse because even at a 30:1 time compression, they take a lot longer than I think you want to watch. It's certainly longer than I wanted to watch, and I'm the one on screen. Okay, that was quite a messy job. It took me about half an hour to get all the staples out. As you might have been able to tell from that high-speed replay, I wasn't particularly concerned about tearing this fabric. We're not going to use it for anything anyway. I'm going to show you on another video a very quick, different method where you essentially use scissors, cut around the perimeter of the cushion, and then use these pliers to just pull it back and pull the staples out altogether. As you can probably see, if you want to zoom in here, you can see there's quite a bit of rust and water staining here. This cushion apparently did get quite a bit of water on it at times. And Catalina decided not to use stainless steel staples. That's a mistake I'm not going to make when we redo these. You might also have noticed that I wandered away from the camera a couple of times. I am prone to fits of loss of attention, but that's not why I left. I left because I had to get a different screwdriver to take out these little bumpers that, as you can see, are completely worn away. I'm not sure I'm going to put them back in. We'll have to see. I'll make that decision on the boat. The other thing I needed was these pliers, these heavier channel lock pliers, because they allowed me to get under the fabric and then lever with this rocking action. And that helped get the fabric out a few times. Finally, I needed scissors, which is not something I anticipated, but in the corners, they've actually sewn all of the corners into pockets, so I couldn't actually get the fabric off the backing here. But now that I've made a few cuts, I can, and we'll see. This is the way that the seat cushions are built. There's foam here, a little bit of fiber cover here, and then plywood on the bottom. So what we're going to do is, with the new material, we're simply going to stretch it over, staple it on, make it nice and smooth all the way around, and then put dust cover fabric over it just to make it look nice. That's one down, 3 more seat cushions to go. All right, I'm going to show you this other, what I think is slightly easier technique. I wouldn't recommend doing this when you need this material to pattern your new upholstery, but for this, where we're making new upholstery all on our own, it's perfectly fine to take these scissors and start cutting at a corner like this and work your way around. You'll notice that I'm leaving some excess, and I am tearing this internal foam a little bit. I'm going to try not to, but that's not really a problem. I'm leaving this excess so I have lots of material to grab with the pliers, and then what I'll do is grab the material like this and bend it back like this, and just pull. You can see how it pulled all these staples out in one go. So that takes a lot less time. It is destructive to the cover, but it's also effective. On to the time lapse. As you can see, I've now finished that task. I didn't catch all of it on time-lapse, but then who wants to watch all that time-lapse? This method did work a lot faster. Probably took 2/3 of the length of time that pulling each individual staple out carefully took. It appeals to me as a former pharmacist to pull out each staple individually and carefully, but as you can see from this, although there is some discoloration, everything has been properly removed. Now it's a simple matter of taking this fabric cover off to reveal the cushion, and then we'll put the new fabric on. So that'll be the next step.
Thanks for watching. We have one more episode in this mini-series where we're going to show you how we redesigned the seat backs to have removable, multi-use cushions, instead of the deep scrim-stuffed backs you saw at the start of this video. See you next time.